back at Up North at 4. We are tuning in with Geoff. Hi, Geoff, all the way from Sydney. How are you?
Hey, Agnes. Hey, Dan. I could not be happier. I love this city. There's so much to do here. I explored all day yesterday. And just a reminder, I'm a day ahead of you. It's Friday morning here, about 7:10 in the morning.
Well, happy Friday to you, I guess, one step closer to the weekend. So tell us about your experience so far. What is Australia like? What is Sydney like?
You know, of course, this is all part of my series, Where in the World is Geoff? And I wanted to come here to see several things. One, this is one of the fittest cities in the world, and I can attest to that because there are thousands of people just kind of running around here this morning. I got here at 5 a.m. to this spot, and there were just teams of people out, almost like clubs and groups of people just running around the city exercising, which is cool. I did tour the Opera House behind me yesterday. It was in the rain. And then, of course, over here, this is the Harbor Bridge over that way. You can't see it in this shot, but you can actually walk on top of the bridge and get a really awesome view of Sydney Harbor up there. So that was me exploring yesterday. And, of course, there's tons of things to do with food here as well. So I could literally probably spend a month here exploring, but there's not enough time for that.
Wow, so they speak English. They speak English there, but what do you think of the accent?
Good day, mate. I've been practicing.
That's funny.
I want to head over. Next up is heading over to the Sydney Zoo. There's certain things, they take out words and sentences here. You know, so of course it's not like Paris where I couldn't understand half what was being said. And then of course LA is just LA. But overall, you know, I can definitely make my way around this city. There's some familiar things here. There's McDonald's over there. But most of all, this is, you know, a cool culture that I've never experienced before. And it's been kind of fun to explore the whole area yesterday.
You'll have to try some Vegemite while you're there.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
And I also wanted to ask,
I gotta go.
I think it's probably tough for some people to go to Australia because the flight, you know, that must have been kind of painful. Yeah. What was that like?
Well, I gotta say, Delta makes it easy. It was a one flight from LA over to Sydney here. Now, the flight is 15 hours. It can be a long one, and my advice for you would be to spend an extra couple of dollars, upgrade your seats if you can to Comfort Plus or whatever. But it wasn't bad. It really wasn't bad. It's overnight. I left LA at like 10:30 in the evening, and then arrived here at 6:30 yesterday morning. So it was when you wake up and you're in Australia. But then it was finding my hotel and kind of Ubering over here, and so the flight wasn't bad, but you're right, it can be daunting to think about a 15-hour flight because it is, but it was not bad at all.
Wow. Well, Geoff, we're going to catch up with you tomorrow, obviously, in Sydney. Like Dan said, try some Vegemite.
I'm going to do that, and I'll be with you guys with Dan at 5 and 6 o'clock as well.
Yes.
Thanks, Geoff.
Okay, we'll be right back after this break.
See ya. Okay.
I could use a dream or a